Another week, another crazy Music Biz Marty stream. At this point, every stream seems to be cannot miss content for the Goblin. Cyrax is out here wilding out, and this time is bringing a third party to the dance. I watched this stream 3 times to try and wrap my head around what was even going on. Chance is acting crazy, and Marty has had enough. There is a lot to dissect, so I won't hold us too long. Let's get into it.
I think when I found you, I say this all the time. There was 3 people watching, and I was 2 of them. Um, I think that both of our viewer count has increased. Um, are you making any money though, Cyrax?
It's funny.
Cyrax, are you making any money, dude?
But I'm really gonna enjoy, Marty. You know
So,
what I'm really gonna laugh at and just I'm gonna love this. When I stop reacting to you, your little channel and your little viewers are gonna go bye-bye.
well, Cyrax, when I stop paying attention to you, you start getting desperate and seeking me out. It's like we have a toxic codependency.
These two are a true symbiotic relationship. I've talked about this before, but I think I'm starting to come around to one side. I think Marty could just watch old Cyrax stuff and be just fine. Chance has an obsession with Marty, and as I've shown, will do anything to get back in the spotlight. Marty is proving that this is a profitable game, yet Cyrax has no change to prove any progress. Who is really going to struggle after this whole ordeal?
I think, and I hope the IRS isn't listening here, but what you made in a month, I made in an hour. Like, I, I don't know, man. A month and an hour. Like,
Marty, while we're up here being honest, why don't we talk about how you are actually monetized on YouTube and how
fine.
you do
I'm
actually
not.
make
I'm not.
money?
That's fine.
Oh, but you are.
Well, then okay, then. All right. All right.
He just can't get over this idea. Just because you aren't monetized and have no idea how the process works, doesn't mean you can just assume that Marty would be. There's a high probability that Marty can't get monetized based off of the content he produces. Marty proves time and time again that being a professional Stratego player can truly pay off. The pennies that Cyrax has made off of stealing music pale in comparison to a true professional athlete.
Ever since I've known you, you've lived in filth.
No, that's been you.
Well, let me show you something here, Cyrax. Should I show him the buttworm video? While we wait for his friend, let's show the buttworm video.
No. You don't need to show anybody.
Good comeback there, Cyrax. You really showed Marty. We all know that Chance is a disgusting that should terrorize all of us. The buttworm video is something I am unaware of and don't really want to learn a lot about. Apparently Cyrax had some sort of infection that had parasites coming out of his butt, and he just keep pulling them out. This is a thought I don't think I'd want to be conjuring up at midnight. I feel sick.
So here. How do you know Cyrax?
It's like he said, like he's an old friend. Like he's that type of person, like who I've seen around many times. I'll just say that.
Okay.
Well, I know him personally, but like.
Okay, we've reached this Vita character. I don't know how I want to examine this dude. It sounds like he has some sort of speech impediment, and that he might not have all the bolts screwed in tightly upstairs. Some background: apparently he went to high school with Cyrax, knows nothing about his past, sounds like a man, identifies as a woman, and has a mentally challenged boyfriend. That is a mess, and this is why I am trying to avoid examining this person too much. Because honestly, I don't know.
From what I remember, he told me it was a mutual thing. He told me about it, and we never spoke of it. So,
well, the school investigated it, and they expelled Cyrax.
This guy is supposed to be some type of support for Cyrax, yet is wholly unprepared for what he just walked into. A cute little sheep has walked into the mouth of a ravenous lion. No recollection of Cyrax getting expelled and the deplorable things that he did to Blind Billy. We are in for a treat.
I'd rather not go there.
Yeah, okay. So I'll take that as a no comment, but it's pretty much yes. Like he thinks he's this drift king. He thinks he's a famous rapper. So I'm not going to ask you to comment on that, but I think I, and everyone else knows that he's kind of delusional.
I've been preaching this the entire time I have been talking about Cyrax. Dude is completely delusional and just pulls everyone into his orbit of absurdity. It's quite obvious that this person has no place in this call. I began to question whether or not he was a troll that has been faking a friendship with Chance, but there is no real way for us to know.
Like, why you gotta turn people against me?
Nobody turned anyone against you, Cyrax. Your own actions are what drive all of us to be against you. If you were a completely normal dude, I would have probably never heard about you. Unfortunately for all of us, you are the way you are.
Every time I try to get away from you, you attack my friends, you attack my family. You make up all these videos, which by the way...
So look, here's where things really intensified with me and Mr. Wilkins. I was dating a woman. She died tragically.
So this whole prelude is just Marty educating this Vita guy about the lore of Cyrax. He's literally going into every major controversy with Chance. I've tried to explain the goblin to normie people, and trust me, this is all just becomes a culture shock.
You hear how he talks to me? I don't know how long it's been since you interact with him, but he's lost his mind.
No, I haven't, Marty. I got fed up.
Chance, I gotta go.
Riot.
Vita is already trying to dip. Marty isn't going to allow that to happen.
But if Chance cares about you at all, he will dance right now to prevent me from putting out personal information. And look, it's a simple request of a friend. Like, if I could spare a friend of mine from getting jacked up, I would just dance, no questions asked.
That is right, everybody. Marty is blackmailing this random person because he has such great disdain for Cyrax. Upon hearing this dude, I've got to say that Marty might be taking this too far. This person is not up to snuff, and abusing him seems very harsh. Apparently Chance gave this dude's info to Glory, which also includes this guy's boyfriend's information. So in turn, Marty is leveraging this into getting Cyrax to dance for us once again. I'm not so sure about this one, Chief.
You blackmail to get what you want. Well, guess what, Marty? It ain't on you.
Marty wants Vita to disown Chance, and if he does, then he won't release any of this info. Chance is going to quickly prove that he doesn't care about this third party, and will instead maintain his own innocence.
Oh, Lord.
It's gonna get bad, man.
Don't mute me.
Look how crazy he is.
I love it when our little man freaks out. Don't mute me! Don't send me backstage! His raging never gets old.
You want insane, Marty? Look who put me here! You, by bullying me, man! Wake up, dude!
Chance has become enlightened. He is reaching a being that you could only imagine. This is all the trolls and Marty's fault. We have placed Cyrax onto this universe. We are his creator.
Like, just, I don't know, dance, whatever, so I can get on out of here.
The time for dancing is now.
Even his supposed friend is turning against him. Vita has already realized that he has made a grave mistake and is trying anything possible to escape. He can't because Marty is dangling this doxing over his head and needs Chance to bail him out. This is probably a 4,000 IQ move by Marty to prove once again that Chance is self-centered and will not help out his alleged friends.
Yeah, it seems like, protect yourself, look out for yourself. Hey, Freddy, you there? What's up?
No, yeah, I'm here, and I'm really upset. Like,
I don't blame you. You can
yeah, you don't blame me, but this is very upsetting, and I don't know where to begin. Like, I want this to be over. I mean, done.
I know, and that's why.
Chance. I really wish. I mean, like, even if I did come up here, I really wish.
I know.
So Cyrax runs away from the call and instead dials Vita on his phone. This is where my suspicion begins. Why would Vita put this out for all of us to hear? Maybe he isn't technologically savvy, but it seems suspicious to me. He also can't formulate a coherent thought, so it's painful to listen to him ramble on for an extended period of time.
Like I told Mr. Wilkins here, I have two options. One, he dances and I leave you alone. Or two, he doesn't dance and I light your world on fire. And the rest of that.
Why? Why do you gotta make me?
The rest of that is between you two folks.
But why do you gotta make me suffer? I've done nothing to you.
You hitched your wagon to Mr. Wilkins, and that's a big enough mistake.
Marty is treating all of this like some sort of mob boss. I don't understand why he has to torment this random innocent dude. Like, if he had just stayed in the shadows, would Marty still hold this attitude? I'm not certain, but it feels like an innocent civilian is stuck between US There really is no good outcome for this situation.
Hey Marty, all I gotta say is this. You show up here, I will slash a hole in your tires. I will come after you.
Mr. Tough Guy acting out again. He's going to live up to his prophecy and actually flatten his tires. Like, this is some kindergarten, preschool, baby type of stuff. None of this is scary to Marty, by the way, Cyrax.
First off, you don't question my driving, because I am the Drift King. All right, that's first and foremost. I'm just going to ignore that. I'm going to act like you didn't even say that, because that's indisputable. That's indisputable. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Look at those bed bug bites. You live in filth. You're disgusting.
This is where the circus begins. What in the world is Cyrax doing? This man is getting undressed to try and turn Marty on. He's covered in bed bugs and bruises. He's also got a very savory patch of hair across his chest. How romantic. I have no idea what goes on in the two brain cells operating Chance's head.
If you ended me, I'd be 6 feet under. I'm still here.
My man is brandishing the smallest knife known to man and is trying to intimidate Marty. You could not write a better drama. He is trying to mean mug the audience, but we all know that this is a stream of just pee running right down his leg.
You are and run away now.
Again, Tough Guy.
You are and run away
You
now.
can get the timestamp on that.
Marty really hit him with the 1-2 closer. Just look at how Chance winces when he hears this audio again. This man is done for. He has to relive this embarrassment for the rest of his life. This also sends the shirtless goblin off the stream, not to be heard from again. I don't care about the ending of this Vita character, so I won't bother. But until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.